Maybe I watched a different movie than all of the critics praising this film. Moonlight, starring Alex R. Hibbert, Ashton Sanders, Trevante Rhodes, and directed by Barry Jenkins. These three actors are the individuals who play the main character in the film, during three different time periods of the character's life. We see the character Chiron, who also goes by Little and Black, at three different crucial times in his life, and how those events eventually shape the man he eventually becomes. It is an ambitious film, and one which has been garnering major praise from critics. The film is well acted, well shot, has a compelling story, but lacked an overall connective narrative. The three actors who play the main character all do a good to great job in portraying Chiron. It wasn't hard to believe each actor was the same person during the time hops. The child actor was good in the role. He wasn't Jake Tremblay in Room good, but good nonetheless. Big story elements for the character, however, seem forced into the narrative during this cross-section of his life, rather than letting it naturally develop. If the story was able to develop all in one time period, the character traits revealed would have seemed more natural to the story overall. Having the story told in small cross-sections of the character's life is an interesting way to construct the film, but in the end, each small story wasn't enough to stand on its own, and weakened the film overall. The child portion of the story wasn't really needed for the main narrative of the film. The movie could have started off with the adolescent character and established many of the same elements during the younger portion of the character's life. Barry Jenkins could have cut out the younger portion, or shortened it and focused on other character traits during the adolescent portion of the story. There is one major reveal during the young portion of the film, which seemed out in left field and wasn't needed during this portion of the story. It could have been established during the teen years to be more effective. The narrative overall is interesting, and the character empathetic, but it just didn't have the amount of impact if it had been told in a different way. I haven't read very many of the reviews for the movie, but many critics have this film as one of the best of the year, and they're saying it has a great chance to be nominated for Best Picture. This is one of the main reasons I went and saw Moonlight, but I was disappointed in how the story and film were executed overall. I can see why the film is garnering high praise because of the subject it deals with. It is a topic and subject which should be explored, but the execution in the story in Moonlight is what was lacking. For me, the story was interesting, but the way the story was implemented did not have me engaged. If each of the narratives had told the story in a slightly different way, it could have been excellent. Saying that, many people did feel this film was excellent. It currently sits at 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, with 177 fresh reviews and 3 rotten. I wouldn't give the film a rotten rating if I were to give it a number score, but it would probably just make the fresh rating for me. Maybe many of the critics feel the same way that I do, but like I said before, many think it has a shot for Best Picture. For me, there are numerous other worthy contenders for this year. I'm in the firm minority on this thought though, but the film didn't tell the story in a compelling way which had me invested in the character. If we would have gotten more time with any of the 3 stories told in part, I think it would have helped the film immensely. Those are my thoughts on Moonlight. Comment and let me know what you thought if you've seen the film. Like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching.